Dr. Jaffe, one of our customers writes in asking if you have anything to say about the pathophysiology of distress, not just stress, and also what do you mean by distress?
Thanks for that question. And I'm going to cite people who were my mentors, including Sir Hans Selye and his whole community in Canada. He is the father of stress and stress medicine. And he pointed out there's helpful stress called eustress, and there's what most of us think of when we say stress, which is harmful stress, too much stress, more than our resilience and cofactors, essential nutrient and psychological mind-body cofactors can deal with. So you can improve your mindfulness with practice. For example, you might want to start with a salt and soda bath. Maybe a half an hour before you plan to go to bed, you step into a warm tub with 1/2 to 1 cup of Epsom salts and an equivalent amount of baking soda. And once you're settled, you spend 5 minutes with abdominal breathing, 15 minutes with the active meditation of your choice or visualization of your choice. And then when you come out, you towel dry, maybe even use that as an opportunity for skin dry brushing, which helps the circulation, improves the heart and lung functions, and helps you sleep more restoratively. And then you can retire, go to bed, and improve upon restorative sleep. You might want, just before that salt and soda bath, to take Perk Sleep Guard. Enhanced uptake and more functional tryptophan in meaningful amounts that is easily converted in the brain, both the gut nervous system and in the central nervous system, easily converted to serotonin and melatonin where they're needed, when they're needed, in ways that are helpful. And we recommend taking the source and letting the body have the ability to make it into the active molecules, not flood the whole body with a very potent molecule like melatonin, for example, or serotonin, that have feedback inhibitory effects on the nervous system. So we want to use the molecules that help without the molecules that harm. So using physiology before pharmacology, we see enormous opportunities for us to rethink how to evoke human healing responses and how to use that information to guide people towards healthier lifestyle choices, what's called epigenetics. So when we talk about stress, whether we're talking about lack of restorative sleep or lack of productivity or relationship issues and mood challenges, whether we're talking about toxins or mental toxins, they all come back to what you might think about as the Goldilocks scenario. Not too little, not too much, just right and in balance. And we have specialized in personalized, primary, proactive, and predictive personalized prevention protocols and strategies, put them into practice, teach colleagues how to practice this way, which is a back to the future approach. So not only Sir Hans Selye, but Sir William Osler, who I often quote, but no, I'm not old enough to have known him, Walter Buchanan, Linus Pauling, who I did learn from and was grateful for the time I had with him, Bernie Lau, one of the giants of cardiovascular medicine, introduced digitalis and vector cardiography. And the people who mentored me at Boston University Medical Center and then at the Clinical Center of NIH were deeply involved with what today is mind-body medicine. So yes, we want the challenges of life to encourage and uplift us. We do not want so much that we're slipping down the slippery slope into chronic ill health and lives of quiet desperation. So distress is an opportunity to repair, rebuild, rehabilitate, renew, including our sense of self and our esteem for ourselves. I can tell you that a lot of people, if you actually listen carefully to them, they will say they think the die is cast. It runs in their family. That's being afflicted is just part of being part of their community or family. And I'm telling you, if you repeat the patterns, habits, and conditionings of the past, then you can predict the future. But I'm telling you that the past is behind us. The future hasn't happened. And in this moment, we, I, you, us, we can choose life. The famous metaphor is, if I'm not my own advocate, who's going to advocate for me? If I'm only for myself, what am I? And if not now, when is the time to choose life? When is the time to use the challenges, the stresses of life, because they do happen, use the stresses of life as opportunities to grow inside and outside, to choose healthier habits so that we can confirm by self-assessments and predictive biomarkers that our stress is helpful and we are resilient and resistant to ill health, including everything from viruses and prions, harmful ones, because there are helpful and harmful ones, and many other of the myriad aspects of stress-related research. So when I went to debunk active meditation, I found my lack of awareness. I was taught how to breathe and move, as well as sit quietly for long periods of time, relatively long periods of time. For some people, that's fine. For others, it's walking and ambling under a green canopy, what's called forest bathing. For other people, it is committing ourselves to a certain amount of time, either each day or each week, that is just invested in us so that we can let go of the stresses of life. We can choose health promoting things that evoke our own healing responses and reduce our adversity and affliction. So stress is a very interesting area that continues to unfold. It happens to be an area that is core to our messaging about the quality of what you eat and drink, but also the quality of what you think and do. And we have found that these epigenetic or lifestyle programs manage stress better than anything else at lower cost, with better documented outcomes, and with opportunities for most of us to improve in our physiology so that we feel and function better, and we're less likely to be afflicted by too much stress.